30 assists in one game, 1990. Skiles made history on December 30th, 1990. He went on to set one of the untouchable records in the history of the NBA, averaging 30 assists in one game for the Orlando Magic. This was outside the usual 10 assists we often see in most elite point guards in the league. He wasn't that flashy player or even ranked among the superstars of his era. He was that regular, steady point guard who understood timing, pacing, and spacing on the court. During this game against the Denver Nuggets, Skiles went on to record a total of 20 points, 30 assists. He went on to create over 72 points, 21 two-pointers, and 10 three-pointers through passing alone. It was quite an impressive performance. The Orlando Magic went on to score a total of 155 points that very night, and Skiles provided the magic. The outcome of this game has gone on to leave many people till these days dumbfounded, as it wasn't achieved by the likes of Magic Johnson, Chris Paul, LeBron James, or even John Stockton. Many of these players did great numbers, but none of them was able to cross the 30 assists benchmark. And now, it's more complex to achieve such a stat. 30 assists in just one game still remains an incredible stat the NBA might not be able to see again. The youngest player ever. Andrew Bynum made his debut for the Los Angeles Lakers in November 2005 against Denver after turning 18 just 6 days ago. He became the youngest player ever drafted into the NBA, as 10th overall in the 2005 NBA draft. He came all the way from St. Joseph High School in New Jersey into the league. At 7 feet tall in his first year in the league, he averaged 1.6 points and 1.7 rebounds as he didn't get lots of playtime, as the NBA allowed high school players to join the league. He was mostly on the bench learning from the players on the court. The Lakers were quite patient with him learning, and by the time he clocked his 20s, he became a solid player and was chosen as an all-star. He was part of the Lakers team that won the championships in 2009 and 2010 respectively. Despite high expectations for him, his career sadly ended at the age of 26 after several recurring injuries and setbacks. In March 2014, he made his last NBA debut with the Indiana Pacers, when he participated in just 2 games before being shelved indefinitely. He played a total length of 8 seasons and a total of 418 games, 7 straight rebounding titles. If there's one thing Dennis Rodman looked like, a rebounding champion is out of it. With a height measured at 6 feet 7 inches, he was no doubt undersized for being a power forward, and often get matched against by centers who are 7 feet tall. However, from 1992 to 1998, we experienced him in another dimension. He did lead the NBA in rebounding champion, thereby winning the titles for a solid 7 consecutive seasons. Searching the NBA encyclopedia for anyone who did that same record, no player has ever done that. He bagged this achievement with 3 different teams: Detroit Pistons, San Antonio Spurs, and the Chicago Bulls. During the 1991 to 1992 season with the Detroit Pistons, Rodman went on to average 18.7 rebounds per game, which happens to be the highest single season of RPG since 1971/1972. And in 1992 to 1993, still with Detroit, he averaged 18.3 RPG, the highest in the season despite playing a total of 62 games in that season. And in 1993 to 1994 with the San Antonio Spurs, he had 17.3 RPG that season and did a total of 49 rebounds over a span of 2 games. Fast forward to 1994 to 1995, still with the Antonio Spurs, he had 16.8 RPG and still set another record of 29.7% for a single season rebounding rate. And in the Chicago Bulls during the 1995 to 1998 seasons, he averaged 14.9, 16.1, and 15.0 RPG consecutively. His RPG numbers are often looked up to in the modern NBA. 12 three-pointers in 3 quarters, 2003. Kobe shined so bright during the game against the Seattle Supersonic. On January 7th of 2003, he made a 12 three-pointer, which was categorized as a single-game record at the time in the history of the NBA. It outdid the record which was set by Dennis Scott with 11 three-pointers. Kobe was able to achieve this within a short time frame. In just the second and third quarters combined, he made 11 of his 12 three-pointers. He made 12 three-pointers out of 18 in this very game against Seattle, while he had a total of 45 points. During this game, his field goal stats was 16 of 28, pegged at 57.1%, while he had a 1-to-1 free throw that was pegged at 100%. During the course of this game, Kobe ensured he found his rhythm, and the moment he did, he proved himself once again why he's a Mamba. Despite the new age of the league often taking more 3, not may have been able to get on that momentum. Kobe understood the pressure of defensive attention and never let it get to his hands. The oldest rookie in NBA history, Pablo Prigioni clings on to the most unusual records in the history of the NBA. He made his debut for the New York Knicks in October 2012 at the age of 35, thereby becoming the oldest rookie ever to play in the NBA league. He had earlier played professionally for close to 20 years before crossing over to the NBA. During his rookie season, he played 82 games. He averaged 4.4 points, 2.7 assists, and 1.6 rebounds in 22.5 minutes per game, as he only played to start in 2 games. He went on to shoot 39.7% right from the field and 35.9% from the three-point range, where he was able to provide converting spacing which the Knicks had built around Carmelo Anthony. His defensive impact was beyond the usual box score. He averaged a total of 1.1 steals per game, with the trick of positioning and anticipation. With his ability, the Knicks were able to finish the season 54-28, which was their best record in over a decade. During playoffs, Prigioni went on to deliver 3.5 points, 2.8 assists across 12 postseason games in the league. He was the rightful draft for the Knicks despite his age factor. If you enjoy this kind of NBA content, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. 1,192 consecutive games played. Iron Man Green has set the bar high for every NBA player, and no one has been able to break his record. From 1986 to 2001, we saw AC Green set an incredible record. He played a total of 1,192 consecutive games in the league without missing any single game. A detailed breakdown shows that equates to nearly 15 full NBA seasons without going missing on the court. Over the course of 15 years, he played for the Phoenix Sun, Los Angeles Lakers, Dallas Maverick, and Miami Heat. Green played some of these games through challenging situations like food poisoning, fatigue, several ailments, and including a head injury and an elbow accident on the court in 1996, which resulted in him losing 2 of his teeth. But in a bid to keep his playing streak intact, he simply wore a protective mask and went on to play short stints for some weeks. Green made history by playing a total of 16 career seasons in the league, while ensuring he played nearly 15 seasons without compromise. However, Green went on to miss only 3 games, which all took place prior to the start of his streak during his second NBA season in 1986 to 1987. For this stat, Green held on to the Guinness World Records of the most consecutive NBA games played. The worst team to ever make the NBA playoffs. The Baltimore Bullets from 1950 to 1951 are usually thought of as the team to make it to the NBA playoffs. They had a really bad record that year. The Baltimore Bullets had a lot of trouble winning games. That season was really tough for them as a team. They ended up with a season record of 25 wins and 41 losses, which meant they only won 37% of their games. The Bullets were really not up to task at scoring. They averaged only 79.8 points per game. During the game, their opponent scored 83.5 points, which was obvious that the Bullets had a time scoring points, but couldn't play good defense to make up for it. Their lack of consistency cost them going down history as the worst team to ever make the playoffs. The Baltimore Bullets scored an average of 74.5 points per game in that series with the New York Knicks, and the Baltimore Bullets never really gave the New York Knicks a time. Despite their shortcomings, the Bullets still find its way in the modern era of the NBA. Fewest points by a winning team in an NBA Finals game. The NBA recorded its lowest scoring winning performance in June 2010 between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics. It was a game with a lot of missed shots, but packed by a solid defense. The Lakers went on to win the championship with just 83 points, while Celtics scored a total of 79 points. It was a game of slim chance, but the Lakers had the upper hand with the numbers. The combination of both team scores was a total of 162, which makes it the lowest combined score in an NBA Finals Game 7 since inception of the shot clock. Although the game went on to produce one of the roughest offensive nights, Kobe Bryant finished with 23 points, while he did a 6 for 24 shooting from the field. He also went on to add 15 rebounds, 2 assists, and steal to the game, but it was never enough. On the other hand, the Celtics were on the receiving end. Their leading scorer was Kevin Garnett, who averaged 19 points, 18 rebounds, and Paul Pierce did 18 points while he shot 5 for 15. Boston shot 32.8% as a team, and the Lakers did a slight number of 40.8%. The pace of the game was slow, and the shooting lacked any sensible rhythm. 42 triple-doubles in one season, 2016 to 2017. Russell Westbrook broke a 55-year-old record in the NBA. In the 2016 to 2017 season with the Oklahoma City Thunder, Westbrook recorded 42 triple-doubles against the Denver Nuggets. He concluded the historic night with an average of 50 points, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists. With just over 4 minutes left in the game, he assisted on a three-pointer to record his 42nd triple-double. Before this incredible feat, Kevin Durant had just left the team, and the roster was quite thin, but he ensured he defied all odds and set a goal. Since Oscar Robertson held and set the record with 41 triple-doubles in 1961-62, no one was able to beat it till the 2016-2017, where Westbrook averaged a triple-double for a whole season. It didn't end there. He went on to achieve that same stat across 4 different seasons: 2016-2017, 2017-2018, 2018-2019, and 2020-2021. He is considered as the player with the most triple-doubles in the history of the NBA, after simply smashing a 55-year-old drought record. 10 scoring titles in 11 full seasons. Michael Jordan did achieve a great streak which has had no rivalry even after he retired. During his Chicago Bulls days of his career, he went on to play a full 11 seasons in the league before his second retirement. One thing stands out in those seasons: while he was active on the court, he bagged 10 scoring titles on a consecutive run. The only year he missed out on was his rookie season in 1984 to 1985, but he was still able to average 28.2 points per game and still finish third in that very season. During 1986 to 1987, he won the highest single scoring average since 1963. 1987 to 1988, he won the scoring title, MVP, and DPOY. From 1988 to 1990, he won his third and fourth consecutive title. From 1990 to 1992, he won the first and second NBA championship with the Bulls. 1992 to 1993, he had his seventh consecutive title, which was a tie record to that of Wilt Chamberlain. And from 1995 to 1998, after coming back from his second retirement as a result of injury, he won his first title of second three-peat, 9th title, and 10th title respectively. Michael Jordan's record has remained unchallenged in the modern era of the NBA. Has the highest from post-merger is 4 total scoring titles.